Very good. Right, boys. Did rearranging the formula last week. Undetermined coefficients. Right, undetermined coefficients. Equate the following equation and solve for A and B. So, with undetermined coefficients, you have generally a quadratic or a cubic equation on the left-hand side, and you have another equation on the right-hand side. So, first thing you do in this situation is you multiply out your right-hand side. So, off you go, multiply out the right-hand side for me and see what you get. Sorry? Oh, yeah, sorry. X squared plus 6x plus 16. So x squared plus 6x plus 16 is equal to, in a bracket, x plus 8 squared, and outside the bracket plus 8. So, we have x squared plus 6x plus 16 is equal to x squared plus 2ax plus a squared plus b. So, step 2 after that then is everything with an x squared on the left we equate anything with an x squared on the right. Everything with an x on the left we equate anything with an x on the right. And anything which doesn't have an x, i.e. not a variable, a constant, anything that is a constant on the left, we equate to anything that is a constant on the right. So, what we knocked out is 2x squared. We didn't say that 6x is equal to 2ax, i.e. because this has an x with it, and this has an x with it. Knock your x's. 6 is equal to 2a, 3 is equal to a. And then your constants, your constant, our constant on the left is 16, and our two constants on the right then is a squared and b. So we can say that 16 is equal to a squared plus b. 16 is equal to, we know what a is 3 from down here. So 16 is equal to 3t squared plus b. 16 is going to be equal to 9 plus b. We want to get b in its own, so bring over the 9. 16 minus 9 is equal to b. 7 is equal to b. Simple as that. There is your basic undetermined coefficient. So, let's look at a more complex version of that then. Right, this is the way it would generally come up looking. This question actually came up very first question on the 2018 paper last year, 2019 paper last year. This is not this exact one, but an undetermined coefficient came up. And because once again, so you looked at the fifth year and didn't really ever look at it again, it threw most people. It was the very first question you looked at, and you kind of panicked. Because literally, you couldn't remember saying it. So the volume of a solid box is given by the formula Vx is equal to x cubed plus 12x squared plus bx plus 30. If the top of the box has an area of x squared plus cx plus 4 and its height is x plus a, find the values of a, b, and c. So this is undetermined coefficients, but this is project maths. So this is literally trying to create an equation the exact same as the last one, except they haven't set it up for you. You have to set up the equation yourself. Anyone, any idea what I want to do here? Steve, any idea? Close. any idea? Exactly. We're going to multiply our height by the area, and then I'm going to leave it equal to square root x cubed plus 12x squared plus bx plus 30. Exactly. You're going to multiply your height, which is x plus a, by x squared plus cx plus 4, and leave it equal to your height. You see all those? Did you get all those figures? Just give me a shout if you can get in, right? Right, so we have a little look at it. Let's see, are we going in the right direction, or do you want another minute? You're all still fairly working around. Right, so what happens here? We all did right steps at the very beginning anyway. We all said x squared plus cx plus 4 by x plus a is equal to x cubed plus 12x squared plus bx plus 30. So that's x squared plus cx squared plus 4x plus a x squared plus acx plus 4a. Do I get the multiplication right? Is equal to x cubed plus 12x squared plus bx plus 30, right? Or what happens with our x cubes? Yeah, they equal each other and they knock off. We need cx squared plus ax squared equal to our 12x squared. And with the next square we equate. So we have cx squared plus ax squared is equal to 12x squared. Once again, our x squared is going to knock. We're going to be left with c plus a is going to knock out. Oh no, it's literally all, the whole point of those x squared is supposed to show you that what's on the left will be equal to x squared. You can knock them off. Is that alright? We then can say that 4x and acx is equal to bx. Once again, you can knock all your x's. 4 plus ac is equal to b, and the last one is 4a is equal to 30. So we know a is equal to 7.5. Right, Stevie, what are we going to do next? Start subbing it in. So we're going to sub 7.5 into that one first one. You're left with c plus 7.5 is equal to 12. Move over your 7.5 because we figured out what it was over here. C is equal to 12 minus 7.5. C is equal to 4.5. And now we have A and we have C and we sub in here. The reason we didn't sub in here first is over here we have 1, 2, 3 unknowns. But because we do A, we only have 2 unknowns over here. You always have to make sure you sub in the right one. So that's 4 times 7.5 times 4.5 is 37.5 is equal to B. That's 4 plus 7.5 times 4.5. Anyone got a question on what I did down here? Are you sure? B. 4a is equal to 30. There's your 4a is equal to 30. 4a is equal to 30. And then I brought it over here. And then I solved it. But I got from this, I solved it to this. We're going to do a few of these. Alright? Right, have a go off the following. 2x times x plus 3 is equal to a times x squared plus 1 plus b times x squared minus x plus c. Find the value of a, b, and c. So that's 2x multiplied by x plus 3 on the left. On the right, then we have a in the bracket x squared plus 1. Outside the bracket, then plus b in the bracket x squared minus x and plus c outside. Right, so we have 2x by x, 2x squared, 3 by 2x, 6x, ax squared plus a plus bx squared minus bx plus c. So you equate 2x squared is equal to ax squared plus bx squared. Cancel your x squareds. 2 is equal to a plus b. Then 6x is equal to minus bx. Cancel your x's. 6 is equal to minus b. Minus 6 is equal to b. So we know b is minus 6. That means 2 is equal to a minus 6. 2 plus 6 is equal to a. 8 is equal to a. And we can also say c is over here. What's c going to be equal to? Anyone know what c is going to be equal to? Is there any constants left over here on the left? 0. C is equal to 0. Don't forget that. Very important. C is equal to 0. There's no constant left over on the left, so C must be equal to 0. Right, last one of these. Have a go at the following. Ax squared plus 2abx plus ab squared plus c is equal to 3 times x minus 2 to be squared plus 5. Right, we all look like we're fairly on the right line. So, ax squared plus 2abx plus ab squared. Nothing changes on the left. Is equal to square the first, twice the first by the second, square the last, plus 5. That's ax squared plus 2abx plus ab squared plus c is equal to 3x squared minus 12x plus 12 plus 5 is ax squared is equal to 3x squared. Cancel your x squared. A is equal to 3. 2abx is equal to minus 12x. 2ab is equal to minus 12. 2 times 3 times b is equal to minus 12. 6b equals minus 12. b equals minus 2. And then ab squared plus c is equal to 17. That is 3 times minus 2 to be squared plus c equals 17. Minus 2 squared is 4. 3 times 4 is 12 plus c is equal to 17. C is equal to 5. We all happy with that? Anyone, any questions on how I finished that out? Minus 2 squared is 4, 3 times 4 is 12, plus c is equal to 17. Right, they're undetermined coefficients, they literally don't get much harder than that. Give you a few of those to practice tonight. Right. Right, quadratic equations. So, a good bit of this covered already. Just jump back into it. So we covered the first bit of it. Obviously, factorize and solve this. No need to run through it again. We did it in week 1. Factorize and solve it. That's just trinomial bracket in the middle. Is that alright? Solve it. Right. The important things about this one. Anyone know what those two things mean? Anyone know what x is the 2 over 7 and x is the minus 1 means? Literally that. First things first, that equation. So the N shape, the U shape. U. Why is it going to be U? Because it's positive. Exactly. N for negative, positive, U for positive. So 7x squared plus 5x minus 2. Anyone know where that's going to run through the y-axis? Last number, very important. Last number also tells us where it runs through the y-axis, i.e. there's minus 2, it runs through the x-axis at minus 1, and 2 over 7 out there. So I can literally draw mine. There it is. Obviously, you should be able to So, two things being very, very important. This tells us if you solve it and you get 2 over 7 minus 1, that is where you run through your x-axis. And the last number tells me where it runs through my y. Alright, very, very important. That's what we're going to need to know for the next few bits. So, literally, the quadratic formula, instead of using the guide number, i.e. minus b formula, basically again, or tell ourselves minus b in that format. We'll run through that. Right. Why is this important? Solving worded quadratic equations. So, I'm not going to be running through the all minus b columns, minus b plus minus square root b squared by 4 c over 2a. So you can't factorize it and solve it. Alright? That's not obviously what the limits are level. What the limits are level is creating quadratic equations from words. So, when 4 times the positive number is taken away from the square, the result is 60. Find the number. We have to create a quadratic equation of this. 4 times a positive number is taken away from its square, the result is 60. Anyone, any idea how I'm going to do this? What are you going to do for me, Steve? This is where we run into the trouble. We create a quadratic from words. Or an idea? Sorry? 60C. First thing you got to do is And this is taught at junior cert, just not that well. You got to go around and we got to make notes. So when 4 times a positive number, 4, straight away in brackets over that you should be writing 4. A positive number, what's something we don't know called in algebra? X. Anything you don't know in algebra, we generally call it X. When 4 times a positive number is taken from its square, give me the mathematical for is taken from. Minus, exactly. Minus is taken from its square. Literally you're squaring a number. The result is, what does the result mean? Equals, the result equals 60. And we literally now have made our little notes. We got to turn that into an equation. Anyone know what my equation is going to be now after making my little notes? On the ball. X squared minus 4x is equal to 60. There's your quadratic equation. Is that alright? Where's the x squared? Well, 4 times a positive number. So 4 times some positive number we don't know is taken from its square, i.e. the square of the same positive number. The result you get out is 60. First thing you always got to do in this situation is obviously the question will be down in front of you usually. If not, take it down. And then you got to make our notes. So you can either solve this using the minus b formula or you can factorize it inside. If you take on a special because they say all of them. So if you want to solve. Right, what do we get, guys? Let's have a go. So there's our equation, x squared minus 4x equals 60. Obviously bring it into that format. Just so we just do a quick run through, just so in case we have got a minus b formula is what's a here for each minus b formula. 1 b is, and c is minus 60. If you fire it into minus b formula, you really get out 10 and minus 6. So you can factorize it. Is that right? Either way, 100% right. Right, another example of that. Which one do we knock off? We knock off either? No need. Be careful with that word equations. Sometimes you can knock on the answer because it doesn't make sense. i.e., you're leaving an int. You get a negative answer, you're leaving an int. Don't forget you have to knock it. Is that right? Very, very important to note. They will dock you 3 or 5 to 3 after that. So, a rectangle has a length 3 centimeters greater than its width. If it has an area of 28 centimeters, find the dimensions of the rectangle. Step number 1 is always either draw the diagram if it's not given to us, or make notes. So, when you start seeing rectangle and area and length, first thing you do is bang on the rectangle. First thing in your mind, draw me a rectangle. what do you reckon we're going to do? X, 19, and good lad. Brilliant. We're going to make the width X, and we're going to make our length X plus 3. So a rectangle has a length plus 3. Then its width, we don't know what X, area straight away, we're thinking length by width is equal to 28. So here is our rectangle. King told us our width is going to be X, and our length is going to be X plus 3. And multiply the two, what am I going to get? X squared plus 3 is equal to 28. Right, off we go, the answer. Let's jump to the jacks, back on that. Right guys, what do we get? We got X equal 4. X equal 4, X equal minus 7. Why is Stevie the only one right? That makes no sense. Don't forget to knock it off, alright? Very, very important. Don't forget to knock it off. X squared plus 3x equal to 28. X plus 3x equals minus 28. Do a little guide number bracket bracket. X equal minus 4, x plus 7, x equal minus 4, x equal 4, x equal minus 7, and we knock the minus 7. Always important. Cost you 3 marks. Because it's a logistical question. All that would be a 10 mark. Is that right? Obviously, these are introduction ones, so they're a lot harder. These are the introduction ones. Right. Diagram shows a rectangular lawn surrounded by 3 sides by flower beds. Each flower bed is 2 meters wide. The area of the lawn is 14 meters square. Find the length of the lawn. So no need to take down questions, draw that in the diagram. Right. Anyone, any idea? How am I going to get the length of the lawn? X plus 2. The lawn is just the green. The lawn is just the green. 3x minus 4. Right. To read the question carefully. X minus 2 is what? The length. There's 3x minus 2, not the length. Right. I'm going to use that piece of information to figure out what x actually is to get the length of the lawn again. the width? 2x minus 4. So now the width is 2x minus 4, and now the length is 3x minus 2. How's that going to? Why is it 2x minus 4? 2 here, and 2 down here. It's 2 to there, and it's 2 to down here. Whereas over here it's just there to there. So that's why it's 3x minus 2 there, and it's 2x minus 4. Because you've got 2 against either side. Right. So you've got me the figures. How am I going to use them to get 14? Area. So we can say that 3x minus 2 by 2x minus 4 is 14. The length is 3x minus 2. The width is 2x minus 4. Then find the width, we'll give you 14, and you have to figure out what x is. Off you go. Obviously, the easy bit is to solve it. The hard bit is you have to be able to create the equation. Right, so that is 3x by 2x. 3x by 2x minus 2 by 2x minus 4 is 6x squared minus 12x minus 4x plus 8 is equal to 14. 6x squared minus 16x minus 6 is equal to 0. Minus b or guide number. What I recommend, lads, is some of you are struggling with that or following any practice. You literally need to fly through those when you get into 5th and 6th year and not even think about them. So 3x squared minus 8x minus 3 is equal to 0. If you can't do the bracket, you really can't. You have to learn the guide number. I.e. guide number is the first by the last, which is minus 9. Add to give us minus 8. So we need factors of 9, which are add to want to give us minus 8. So 9 and 1 or 3 and 3, obviously that's going to work there. Is 9 and 1. That's minus 9 plus 1. Does that add to give us minus 8? Does it multiply to give us minus 9? It does. So then you can do 3x squared minus 9x plus 1x minus 3 is equal to 0. Take out the 3x, you have x minus 3. Take out the plus 1, you have x minus 3. 3x plus 1 by x minus 3 is equal to 0. X will be minus 1/3, and x will be equal to 3. If you can do the bracket straight off, you have to learn your guide. Is that right? You have to fly through those. As in, like, literally, I had a very, very strong section, but you couldn't do those. Like, literally, homework with using section was 4 or 5 of those, like, you have to be able to fly through them without even looking. Is that right? So, literally, your answer there then is he could get all the rest of it, he just couldn't crack it in those. 3 and minus a third. Which one do we accept? 3. Minus a third, 1 more. Right. So, do one more of those before we jump onto the fractions. So, before we jump into the fractions, let's do one more of these. $132 chocolates are equally divided among a number of people at a party. If the number of chocolates that each receives is one more than the number of people, find how many people were at the party. First things first, anyway, we're firing down the question, we want to make notes then. Right, let's make little notes on it. So, how are we going to make little notes on this? Just give me something. 132. So we know it's going to be equal to 132 in the end, right? There's a little note. I divide equally between a number of people at a party. Number of people at a party? X, exactly. Number of people at a party, we're going to call X. Right. If the number of chocolates that each receives is one more than the number of people, find how many people were at the party. Yep. Right. How are we going to use this? X by X plus 1. Let's see. 132 chocolates are divided among a number of people at a party. If the number of chocolates that each receives is one more than the number of people, find how many people are at the party. So this one is actually tough enough. So if I asked you, for example, how would you get the number of chocolates that each receive? Right. Put it this way. 100 chocolates. Forget about that for a second. There's 100 chocolates and 10 people in a room. How much chocolates each person is going to get? 10. How'd you get 10? 100 divided by 10. Right. If there's 120 chocolates and 12 people in a room, how many chocolates are you going to get? 120 divided by 12? 10. You're going to get 10. So how do you get to that number? What did you do? You divided what? The number of chocolates by the number of people in the room. So to get the number of chocolates that each receive in English, what do I do? Explain to me in English. The number of. So to get the number of chocolates that each would receive, we divide the number of chocolates by the number of people. You have to be able to understand this logically before you can dive into it. Right. Do we know the number of chocolates? Do we know the number of people? No, but what do we call it? X. Do we know the number of chocolates that each is going to receive? X plus 1. Can we create an equation out of that? So we know 132 divided by is going to be equal to, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Multiply across by x to get it off the bottom. 132 is equal to x times x plus 1. Off you go. Give me the answer. So, anyone have an answer? 11. 132 is equal to x by x is x squared, x by 1 is x. So, equal to 0, x squared plus x minus 132. Right, factors, how are we going to bracket that? X and x. And we know the factors of 132? 12 and 11. 12 11s is 132, so it's plus 12 minus 11. X is equal to 11. X is equal to, knock off the minus 12 because it can't make sense. X is going to be equal to 11. Right, you're going to have a good few of those to practice tonight. It's important you get your head around them because we're going to be jumping into the world of fractions. Right, very last thing we're going to finish up at the last 5 minutes is this. So, last week and week before we were, for example, simplifying the problem. So, for example, we had 3 over x plus 4 over x minus 2, and I actually do simplify. What do we do? Line common denominator of x and x minus 2, top line was 3y one of the massive differences. The other one actually isn't in the maths at all, it's in the question. Solid. Two differences. Taught in the very first, well, it should be taught in the very first thing you do, so we reveal algebra. Massive differences between that word and that word. Massive differences between the word solve and the word simplify in the way we attack this question. Now, some teachers will tell you to put this all over a common denominator. You leave it to one, it just makes the question way more difficult because you need to drop it. You know, oh, I have to drop the common denominator again, and so on and so on. The easiest way to attack this question is you multiply across by what's on your bottom line. Is that right? You don't get a common denominator and then you remember, oh yeah, no, I'm solving, so I drop it at the very bottom. It's too confusing. Remember, are you supposed to drop it or are you not supposed to drop it? The easiest way to do it is when it says simplify, you need a common denominator the whole way down, and you can never get a value for x. It's just going to be left with a fraction. Is that right? Whenever it's simplified, you're going to be left with a fraction and a common denominator. When you see solid, you're going to get an answer. Very, very important. Is that right? So you want to make it know that. When it's simplified, you're going to be left with a fraction. When it's solid, you're going to be left with an answer. I.e., you can't bring this any further than that's as far as you can bring that. Can't be brought any further. Because they're simplified. You cannot get an answer when you're simplified. We'll be left with that. When you're solving, we're going to get an answer over here for x. So, simplify, you're left with fraction or a term. Solving, you're left with an answer. Very important. So I get my lads straight away from junior to level up to attack this completely different. I.e. we do the following. We're going to multiply across by our lowest common denominator. Alright? So we're going to get rid of our bottom line and multiply across. So I'm going to say, what's our lowest common denominator? What will be our lowest common multiple of the bottom line here? X and x plus 1. So you're going to say 3 times 3 over x by x and x plus 1 minus 4 over x plus 1 by x and x plus 1 minus 1 by x and x plus 1. Alright? The reason this is they're going to knock, they're going to knock, and straight away your bottom line is that, and this is a simple equation, alright? So whenever you see solid and equals, we're getting rid of the bottom line. Straight away think right, and get rid of the bottom line and see solid and equals. When you see simplified, we're thinking right, what is the bottom line? Does that make sense? Right, so literally here, you just multiply it out. 3 by x plus 1 is 3x plus 1 minus 4 by x minus 4x minus 1 by x and then by x plus 1. 3x plus 3 minus 4x minus x squared minus 1x is minus 1x squared minus 2x plus 3 equals 0. What am I going to do? Solve from there. Split brackets are minus b. Either way. Split brackets are minus b. I'm not worried about finishing this question. It's the way we start the question. So, for example, this confuses people right on it. We want to simplify ourselves. Simplify exactly at the beginning. X plus 2 and x plus 1 we will bottom line and simplify. You literally change into this. Like him. That's the solve. Simplify. The minute you introduce that, equals, now change we do this 4 over x plus 2 by x plus 2 and x plus 1 minus 3 over x plus 1 by x plus 2 and x plus 1 is equal to 2 by x plus 2 x plus 1. Knocks with that, with 4 times x plus 1 minus 3 times x plus 2 is equal to 2 times x plus 2. X plus 1 to solve that. So the way the question changes by simply solve, rub it out, it's only in. Now, just so you don't get confused, I'm going to take this down, just so you don't get confused. Some teachers teach this way, I just think it's more confusing, just in case you are wondering. Someone tell you to leave your bottom line x plus 2 and x plus 1 and 4 times x plus 1 minus 3 times x plus 2 is equal to, and then they're going to tell you right, because it's solving, you're going to get rid of that and drop it. I think it's just more confusing. I think we use two separate methods. When you see equals, you do it this way. When you see no equals, you do it that way. So two separate methods for them all together is much easier than one whether to drop the bottom line or not to drop the bottom line. Is that fair enough? Big ways to know. So, a few questions about this today. Alright? We're more through algebra. We're halfway through the second chapter already. I'll see you next weekend. Mind yourself. You must be lost without them in classes, Keen, that's it. Oh, go away, you just forgot to get him off from after.